All right, what's going on, everybody? Welcome back to Rome, and we're here for the night session. We've got Medvedev taking on Landaluce, which is not the match we expected when the draw come out, but here we are. And the winner of this will take on Jannik Sinner in the semifinals tomorrow. But yeah, bit of a strange matchup. Seeing Medvedev doesn't like clay, and Landaluce also doesn't like clay. They're both not fans of clay, and yet they're in the quarterfinals of a big clay court event. Medvedev, he got a walkover in the second round against Mahatch. Then he took out the qualifier Ruiz, and then Taranti to get here. And Landaluce came in as a lucky loser for for Vachereau. Very last minute lucky loser. And then he took out Cilic, Bellucci, and Medvedev. So both these guys have not played the clay court guys that we expect. So, for example, Medvedev, he avoided Tsitsipas. He even avoided Mahatch. And then he avoided Caboli in the fourth round. Both of those guys, Tsitsipas, Mahatch, or three of those guys, Tsitsipas, Mahatch, and Caboli, could have all beaten Medvedev. I think we can all safely say that on clay. And Landaluce, he played Cilic, but he avoided Echeverry, Fonseca, and also FAA. So he didn't have to play a couple of those guys who may or may not have beaten him on the clay. So, yeah, these guys have gotten through that way. That's how they got here. But the winner's got to play Sinner. So, I mean, that sucks. But, they're not going to be able to avoid playing, these guys for long. But let's have a look here. These guys never played. First time meeting. Let's see what happens. Because maybe Medvedev is here. By the way, I don't know if it's cloudy or if it's overcast or if it's just the sun going down. But there is supposed to be rain later tonight and tomorrow night as well. So hopefully we get through this weather. The second match might be rain delayed or rain affected. But how we doing, chap? What's going on? Are we ready for this last quarterfinal of the tournament? Are we going to be ready? All right. Ready for Sinner versus Medvedev? I'm expecting it to be better than Sinner versus Zverev. Okay. Well, we're not there yet because Medi's got to get through Landaluce. But let's see. This should be interesting. By the way, chat, we're almost at 100 likes already, so thank you for that. All right, here we go. Players on court. Packed house as well, which is great to see. All right. All right. All right. There we go. Actually, no, it's not. It's just overcast. I thought it was going to rain. No, this is not the French Open. Pouring rain where I live, but it's England. So, of course, fair enough. All right. All right, here we go. They're warming the last couple of shots and we get ready to go. All right. But here we go. The two guys that don't like playing on clay, playing a clay court quarterfinal. All right, there's Medi waves to the crowd. He has won this tournament before, Medvedev, so it's not unusual that he's here. It's just that he doesn't play well on clay very often. So it is strange that he's in a quarterfinal of a clay event and one match away from playing Sinner. Which is very interesting. All right. Last few serves, and then we'll start this up. All right. Cool. All right, how we doing, chat? Weather app says, even though it needed to tell me likely rain today. Well, yeah, there you go. All right, here we go. Landaluce is going to serve. Medvedev won the toss. He said, you serve. I don't want to serve. You serve first. And Landaluce's like, well, I have no choice, do I? I have to do it. All right. Who's going to win this match, chat? I'm going to go Medi in 3. I have no idea if Landaluce is going to be better than Medvedev on clay, but Medvedev is, it's not that he's bad on clay, it's just that he hates playing on clay. So it's hard to say that he's not going to at least try. All right, 15 love. First point goes to Landaluce. As with a forehand rally, Landaluce up the line at the back of Medvedev. Landaluce with the backhand again to the backhand of Medvedev, into the backhand of Landaluce. Medvedev up the line to the forehand of Landaluce. Medvedev forehand up the line again. Landaluce backhand. Medvedev gets it back. Landaluce slice. Goes wide. 15 all. 15 all. All right, 15 all. As a backhand now from Medvedev into the net. 30-15. Median 3, median 3, median 3. Landaluce, median 3. Going to go for the upset. Do you think yesterday's match will affect Svitolina? Maybe. Probably. A little bit, yeah. All right, 30-15. First serve is a fault, second serve. Double fault from first serve is a fault, second serve. Return. Goes into the forehand of Landaluce. Backhand Medvedev sliced. Landaluce with a drop shot. Medvedev gets it with a slice, but Landaluce volleys it away. 40-15. Beautiful volley. (40-15). As Medvedev Landaluce serves again. Fault. Second serve. Into the backhand of Medi. Return goes for Landaluce. Medvedev hits it out. One love Landaluce. First game of the match. All right. One love. By the way, chat, I've been doing some... because everyone's talking about Sinner's best season of all... Like, is this the greatest season ever? I've been doing a lot of... a bit of research. I might make a video. I don't know. But I've been fascinated by finding out, like, breaking down the numbers of, like, the greatest seasons ever from the greatest player, like, Djokovic 15 and Federer 06. And God, there's some really interesting, it's just really interesting to see how, like, breaking down their season, like, tournament by tournament. It's really interesting. It's a real fun. I find it interesting. But yeah, it's really like, and especially like comparing it to where Sinner is, right? At the moment. Because Sinner obviously he's won the last, 4 tournaments. And seeing where would Sinner and where was Djokovic and Federer at this stage of their season? And, it's very interesting. And if Sinner wins Rome, it makes it even more interesting. If he loses Rome, then it changes things a little bit. But as it backing up the line to the forehand of Medvedev. Forehand now from Landaluce. 15-0. As it backhand rally. Another backhand slice from Landaluce. Medvedev backhand again. But Landaluce hit it wide. 30-15. But I'm also had a look at like Carlos's season last year, which I think was very underrated. Very underrated season. He just didn't get off to a good start. And even Sinner's like 2024 was such a good season. And we don't talk about those seasons. Like, we don't talk about the last 2 years, how good they were for Alcaraz and Sinner. We just talk about how dominant they were together, right? It's really interesting. 30-all, Landaluce, a chance to get the break already. Sinner has so many ATP points, he's got to be close to the record. Yeah. And that's something else, yeah. Nadal and Federer were never injured, where Djokovic got 31 in a row. Okay. As the backhand return from Landaluce is a winner. Break point Landaluce to start us off. 30-40. 30-40. Break point Landaluce. Medvedev serves. Fault. Second serve. Return gets back and Medvedev up the line and wide. Landaluce breaks. All right. He breaks to start this match. All right. Break already. 2-love. As Landaluce serves. Into the backhand of Medvedev. Return goes out. And it's 15-love. As Landaluce serves again. A let. Oh, no. It was in. Okay. Yeah. Medvedev got aced. All right. Hit the line just. 30-love. Medvedev hasn't shown up yet. True. Landaluce serves again. To the back of Medvedev. Return goes out. 40-love. Love. Landaluce to get to 3-love. First serve's a fault. Second serve. The backhand of Medvedev. Landaluce 4 into the 4 to Medvedev. Medi in the net. 3-love. Landaluce. Hey, Giovanni. Thank you for the €2 super sticker. Appreciate that. All right. 3-0 in 10 minutes. 3-0. All right. 3-love Landaluce. Oh, pardon me. Did you manage to raise $1 billion yet? No. Negative. Fun fact is Landaluce's sixth match here in Rome, while it's only Medvedev's third. Oh, wow. That's interesting. Is Stats Cam making a return soon? Nah, that was too much effort. I'm going to leave the stats up to the tournament. Unless I feel like we're getting told differently. Klavedev versus Bart Simpson. Okay. 3-love, Landaluce. Medvedev serve. Return goes back to Medvedev. Landaluce forehand. Is Medvedev again to the front of Landaluce. Up the line to the back of Medvedev. Medvedev in the net. And it's love 15. Love 15. Medvedev is getting cooked. Love 15. First serve's a fault. Second serve. All right, Medvedev 15. Oh. All right, 30-15 Medvedev. All right, 30-15. 7 to the back of Landaluce. Great return winner, 30-all. Jeez, Medvedev is just not ready. 30-all. All right, is Medvedev down to break point again? All right, there's a return. Goes in the back of Medvedev. Back in Landaluce. Drop shot. Medvedev can't get it. Double break. 4-love Landaluce. What are we watching? 4-love. All right. All right. 4-love. As that goes out by Landaluce, and it's love 15. Is Medvedev done, or will he wake up? I'm sure he'll wake up. All right, as the return goes to the front of Landaluce. Medvedev, forehand in the net, 15-0. 15-0. As Landaluce, 4-game winner. Too good. 30-15. This is going very quickly, this match. All right, he's backing up the line to the forehand of Medvedev. Forehand from Landaluce as Medvedev forehand up the line again. Landaluce backhand. The backhand of Medvedev. Landaluce backhand again as Medvedev. They keep going back into backhand. And Medvedev with a forehand to the backhand of Landaluce. Medvedev shanks the backhand into the crowd. 40-15. $40-15. $40-15. And Landaluce with a fault, second serve, with a let, sorry, first serve again. All right, his return goes into the forehand of Landaluce. Drop shot's good. Medvedev gets it with a drop shot back, but it's in the net. 5-love. What is this match? What am I watching? 5-0. 17 minutes. What the hell is happening? The next match doesn't start for another hour. What is going on? Guess I'm not going to trade Medvedev to cash in the 2 credits. I already did. Did you cash in Darderi? I bought Med in, but I'm going to kick him out. But I should have waited. I didn't think to wait till, because it doesn't update until the match is over, right? I didn't think. Is anyone else? I don't know if anyone else is doing that. I bought in Darderi and he gave me an extra credit, so that's good. I got 8 trades to burn. Yeah, I had a swing switch, so I bought him in to try and get the 2 extra. And if it doesn't work, I just kick him out and restructure anyway. I'm pretty happy with my team going into the French, so I just need to But either way, I was going to kick Medvedev out anyway. Just whether or not I get a bonus too. Then you should be fine. Yeah. No, I'm pretty happy with everyone in my team, so. I don't with the 8 trades. I don't even think I need to use them all. I don't think it's too many. 8 switches is way too many. Do you know if Zverev? We don't know if Zverev's playing next week, do we? I don't think he is. He's not playing, is he? All right. Here we go. Medvedev serving just to get a game. Okay. Sure, why not? Love 15 and it's not working. Love 15. Not sure. Yeah, Zverev keeps talking about how having rest to the French and you're like, but you're playing next week. Did you know you're playing in Hamburg? So I think I'll need several switches. Okay. All right, is Medvedev gets a 15 all. $15 all. There's a return. It goes in and Medvedev then puts it away. I'll tell you though, we have had a couple of matches this week that we've had a 6-1 or a 6-love first set and it's turned around. Darderi versus Daugherty versus Zverev was like this. I mean, the Rude match was weird against Hashanov. So maybe Medvedev isn't bothered. As he gets to 30-0. He'll be bothered if he gets bageled. And I'll be bothered if he gets bageled. As a return, goes out by Landaluce, and it's 40-30. The Rome bagels and breadsticks give extra amp. I know, right? It's been crazy. As Medvedev serves, and Landaluce returns it short. Medvedev puts it away. All right, Medi's on the board. 5-1. Landaluce is going to serve for the set. 5-1. I'll start playing better once he's bothered. Okay. Here we go. Landaluce serving for the set. Yeah, Hashanov Rude score was insane. 5-1. As the return goes in the front of Landaluce, Medvedev backhand pass. Winner. I'll tell you, Medi's playing better now. Love 15. Last two games, this point in the last game, he's actually putting on some points. Hey, Michael with the 50 gifted again. Mate. Thank you for the 50 again. Jeez, mate. If somebody hasn't got gifted membership by the end of this stream, I can't help you. You got to allow gifted. Super generous. Thank you, Michael. Appreciate it. Can we get some salutes for Michael in the chat? And all the new members can use the salute emoji now. And Landaluce double faults. All right, love 30. Love 30. Landaluce serves. A fault. Second serve. Is Landaluce under your radar, or is he completely new to you? No, he's been around for a bit. He just hasn't been a good clay guy. But Landaluce's been in that Spanish, the Spanish next generation for the last year or so. So I'm definitely not. I'm surprised that he's doing well on clay, because he said before that he doesn't like this surface very much. It's not his favorite surface. So the fact that he's doing well on clay is a bit of a shock. But he has, we've had him on the radar for probably like 2 years now. Definitely been on that. When Alcaraz broke out, it was like, who else from Spain? And he was on this list, right? Hodar's the one that's kind of shocked out of nowhere, right? Hadar at the start of the year was relatively unknown, whereas Landaluce's been known for a couple of years. Just hasn't broken out. 30-0. Yeah, Medi's having a shocker to start this. 30-0. Back in return is in Michael.
No one plays on clay better than Nadal.
1,000,000% true. Thank you for the 10. Appreciate that. As it a 4 now from Landaluce behind Medvedev. 40-30. Landaluce to take the first set here. Medvedev, though, encouraging signs in the last couple of games, at least making him competitive. But it's been one way. 40-30. Serving to the back of Medvedev. Return. Goes out. Landaluce. 6-1. First set. All right. Let's see if Medi can recover. Crazy first set. What was that, like 6? Sorry, it was like 30 minutes? Like 25 minutes? That was brutal. All right. First set, 8.9 performance rating from Landaluce and 6.1 for Medvedev. Oof. Rough for Medi. Only 2 break points and 2 breaks to serve. Medvedev didn't have a break point at all. Michael!
Medvedev wins set 2.
I mean, look, he was playing better at the end of that set, but he's got to play a hell of a lot better and then some. 25 minutes first set, by the way. 8 winners, 2 errors from Landaluce. 3 winners and 8 errors from Medvedev. But yeah. I mean, look, credit to the Spaniard as well. He took his chances. He had 2 chances. He took both of them. Medvedev didn't have a break point, and that made a big difference. But I did like what I was seeing from Medvedev at the end of that set. He finally looked alive. But he's got to get off to a good start in the second. All right. Did you see Zverev's comment for Tennis Channel? I did see something, yes. But then disappeared, so I don't know what's up. Another next gen showing the older boys how to play tennis. Yeah. My streak is over. I need Medi to go 6-love, 6-1 to cover. Oh, no. I think Medvedev can't be asked, as he knows he would just get beat by Sinner later. Yeah, that's just a silly mentality. I don't think... I'm going to give you a chance to say that you were joking before I go into detail. You were kidding, right? You were joking, right? That was sarcasm? That was sarcasm, and you were just like, Medvedev doesn't want to play, right? Right? You were just kidding, right? You don't actually believe that, do you? Please tell me you're joking. Who's Landaluce? He is the guy that's playing Medvedev. You're just kidding. Good. Oh no. You just never know. Some people get serious. Anyways, Medvedev comes in with a volley. Up goes a lob by Landaluce, but it's in the net. And it's 15-love Medvedev. Let's see if he can recover in the second. All right, serve again. There's a fault, second serve. Medi has to hold. He's got to hold to start this set. It all starts with a hold. As Landaluce comes to the net and Medvedev puts it away. 30-love. All right, as it goes out by Landaluce, and it's 40-love. There's a return. Goes into the front of Medvedev. Medvedev puts it away. And Medvedev holds. All right, second set. Medi, 1-love. Cam, are the next gen the ones to challenge Sinner and Alcaraz? The new generation. Yeah, they're definitely I'd be betting on them over anybody else. All right, here we go. Medvedev, 1-love. I have a feeling RJ will be won by either Novak or someone else. Something will happen to Sinner, in my opinion, because of all the jinxes, all right? All right, here we go. Landaluce to serve. A fault. Second serve. As a return goes in from Medvedev to the forehand of Landaluce. Backhand of Medvedev. As Landaluce goes into the forehand of Medvedev. Drop shot Medi, but Landaluce's going to get it with a backhand pass. Medi just was too obvious with the drop shot, and Landaluce was standing way too close to the baseline for that to make any effect. Apart from Alcaraz, who do you think the next player to beat Sinner will be? Yeah, I've given up on guessing that game because it never works. So I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to guess anymore. Sorry. I don't think it's going to be one person. I think it's going to be like a combination of things. Like somebody's going to play the best match of their life, and Sinner's going to have something like have a bad day, be it physically. Like it's going to be one of those things where it's probably going to come out of nowhere. I don't think it's going to be somebody obvious. Like a Djokovic or anyone. I think it might just be like it's more. I feel like it's going to be more likely going to be something like someone like a Vachereau in a fourth round at Roland Garros or something crazy, right? With like a physical match, a guy that's going to and then Sinner's just like a Dimitrov at Wimbledon, right? That came out of nowhere. I know he didn't win, but like that kind of situation happened, right? As Landaluce hits a smash in the net, 30-15. Yeah, like a Spazziri, right? That came out of nowhere, right? Those kind of situations. I think that's more likely than going Djokovic is going to beat him. And who's that going to be? I don't know. It'll just depend on the day. It depend on, again, it has to be a certain thing on a certain day against a certain opposition, right? My guess, if you had to guess, it would if he wins Roland Garros, the first couple of matches at Wimbledon will be interesting. With no preparations, it'll be interesting. As Landaluce hits a long 30-0. Like, let's say he wins the French, right? He's not playing Hella. He's not playing Queen's Club at this stage. He goes to Wimbledon, day 1 and 2. Remember, he's going to be playing the first match on center court on day 1 of Wimbledon because he's the defending champion. He's going to have no warm-up, so his first match at Wimbledon will be the first match of the tournament. If he gets somebody who's a little uncomfortable on grass, what about a Berrettini? What if he plays Berrettini on the first match of Wimbledon, right? Or the second round of Wimbledon, he plays, remember Fognini? Almost taking Alcaraz out at Wimbledon last year in the second round? Like something tells me that the surface switch for Sinner, those first couple of matches, if he gets those matchups that have grass court guys, that could be tough. If it is somebody like a Berrettini or I don't know, who's an unseeded scary grass court guy, right? Hurkacz, right? I mean, that could be awkward. Especially considering, he's not playing any warm-ups, so it's, those first couple of matches on grass might be a little awkward. What about if he plays Dimitrov, right, in the second round? Well, that could be tough. Until he finds his feet on the grass, right? 40-30. But again, it's so many variables. As Landaluce hits a smash, Medvedev, he was close, but not close enough. 1-1. I don't know how much time you watch these things, but the great interview with Fognini, Andy Roddick. Oh, really? I haven't seen it. I have to watch it. I love Fognini. He's funny. He's hilarious. 1-1. All right. 15 love. Dimitrov should have won if that roof hadn't closed unnecessarily. What? You're saying he got a pec injury because the roof closed? I think you're getting it mixed up. Smash. Winner by Medi, 30 love. I think you're getting the Australian Open and Wimbledon mixed up. Spazziri was the roof. Dimitrov was the injury. I just arrived. What did I see on the scoreboard? Pain. If you're a Medvedev fan. 30 love. There's Medvedev in the net, 30-15.
What roof close?
Hey, Michael, thank you for the 10. Um. Oh. There's no roof here, so he's talking about another tournament. Serve into the backhand of Landaluce, and then Medvedev backing up the line winner. 40-15. Roof closed at Wimbledon as well. Oh, okay. So Dimitrov's pec tore because the roof was shut. Ah, because there was a break. I'll be honest. I feel like we're just. I feel like we're reaching with that one. I feel like we should just put down the Dimitrov one to a freak accident, a freak incident. Because how many people have to wait 15 minutes for rain delays or smoke delays, and then they come back and they don't get injured, right? I mean, the smoke delay yesterday, the guys came back and neither of them hurt themselves, right? So it's like, I feel like we should just put that down to luck and unlucky Dimitrov instead of saying, oh, that 15-minute break cooled him down and then he tore his pec because of that. No, he probably would have tore his pec anyway. It just seemed that freak accident happened, right? The Australian Open was a different story. That definitely that change of conditions definitely made a bigger difference than the Wimbledon roof. All right. Dimmy's serve speed was up the whole match. He was maxing, yeah. He was pushing himself to the limit. And he pushed himself, and just freak accident. Like that's what it is. Just arrived. What's happening with Medvedev? Medvedev is struggling. He was going extra. That could have caused the injury, I reckon. Yeah, that's more likely than a roof delay. Musetti is out of Roland Garros. Yeah. Roland Garros this year. Who will be the winner? Oh, will be another winner. Okay. Yeah, Sinner. Okay, 2-1 Medi in the second. Medi started playing only in the second. 2-1. Medvedev. Landaluce with a serve. And it's too strong for Medvedev. 15 love. Serve again. From Landaluce is a fault. Second serve. Serve is a double fault. 15-0. They should have closed the roof earlier in the Australian Open. The ball kid couldn't touch the ground, and the next day the roof closed before it got hot. Yeah, I agree. I agree with you. They should have closed the roof earlier. They definitely should have. As a return, goes into the front of Landaluce. Backhand now from Medvedev. Landaluce drop shot. Medvedev gets with a slice. Down the line winner. And Medi gets the crowd going. 15-30. All right. Medi's starting to play. 15-30. Great pickup by Medvedev. And the slice, perfect slice down the line. Great hands. All right. First serve is a fault. Second serve. There's been a double fault. Medvedev, 15-40. I don't know why everyone complains about Sinkeraz, especially Sinner winning. As if the big three didn't have the same people winning all year. Yeah, but I think that's probably why people are sick of it. That might be one of the reasons why people are complaining, because we've already had that. So it's like having that again is just kind of like gets a little annoying, I guess.
As it should be, Medvedev was a 5-1 favorite going into the match.
All right, thank you, Michael, for the 10. Well, Medi's got 2 break points now. 2 double faults in the game, yep, and a beautiful shot from Medvedev to get him to break point. Then Landaluce with an ace. 30-40. 30-40. Medi losing 2-0 tonight, but winning RG, calling it now. That'd be crazy. All right. 30-40. As the return goes into the forehand, Landaluce back in now from Medvedev. Landaluce forehand again. To the forehand of Medvedev. Landaluce drop shot. Medi can't get that one. That was perfect. And we get to deuce. Hey, Michael with a 50 gifted again. We're going to run out of people to give memberships to. Thank you for the 50 again. If you don't get a gifted membership by now, I can't help you. Deuce. First serve's a fault, second serve. Second serve. Into the backhand of Medvedev. Return to the forehand of Landaluce. Medvedev. Again to the forehand of Landaluce. As we get a forehand of Medvedev to the backhand of Landaluce. Into the forehand of Medvedev. They go forehand to forehand for a bit. Medvedev goes up the line. Landaluce backhand goes to the backhand of Medvedev. As Landaluce goes with a slice into the forehand of Medvedev. Inside him, winner by Medi. Break point again for Medvedev. Advantage Medvedev. Advantage Medvedev. Beautiful shot. Michael's the king of the chat. Yeah. 5-minute game, by the way. Advantage Medi to get the lead in the second. As a return, goes out by Medvedev and it's back to deuce. All right, deuce. I didn't see Deja, but I'm sure Deja will be here for the next match and we can see, and they'll know. All right, deuce. There's a bit of fault, second serve. As the forehand goes up the line by Landaluce. Backhand now from Medvedev. Landaluce forehand goes long. Medvedev gets another break point to take the break in the second. All right, advantage Medvedev. The bear has awoken. The bear has awoken. All right, first serve is a fault. Second serve. Serving to the back of Medvedev, returning to the back of Landaluce as we get a forehand from Medvedev again to the forehand of Landaluce. Drop shot's good. Medvedev gets there with a backhand. Landaluce hits a pass, but it's wide. Medi breaks. 3-1 in the second. Much better play by Medvedev. He got a little bit of help with the double faults, but Medi takes the break. 3-1. All right, 3-1. Medvedev serves again. As the return goes out by Landaluce, and it's 15-love. I'm not sure if I got a free membership. You're going to make sure you allow memberships if you haven't already. I think if you click that link in the chat, and then it should give you it should send you to allow gifted, and then just click the thing that says allow gift memberships. And then it says you could receive a 1-month membership if you interact with Tennis Talk. You can still get a gifted even if you've been watching.
Medvedev is winning this match. 100 gifted subs if he wins.
Hey, thank you for the 20, Michael, again. Backhand rally. As it a corner from Landaluce on the stretch. 15-0 is Landaluce with a volley. Medvedev's going to get there with a pass. Oh, he missed it. He missed it long. It's 15-30. That was a miss by Med. He had the shot. There was a shot there. All right, 15-30. First serve's a fault, second serve. Backhand return goes back into Medvedev, into the forehand of Landaluce, back into Medvedev, again to the forehand of Landaluce as Landaluce hits a win at 15-40. What advantage does membership have? Well, we're going to do a members-only stream where I open a box of cards that have autographs on them, and that's when we get to 300k. You could also join the members-only Discord, which has got all the members in it. So you can chat about tennis when we're not live, if you want to keep it up to date. And it's just a way to support the channel. If you like the channel, if you like the stuff that we're doing. 30-40. Mostly it's a supportive thing, but yeah. 30-40. Medvedev, still down break point. You still get discounted merch as a member? You will, yeah. All right, 30-40. As the backhand return goes backhand of Medvedev. Landaluce forehand to the forehand of Medvedev. Medvedev hits it out. We're back on serve. What a shame for Medi. He worked so hard to get the break. And now Medvedev's starting to get animated, and he's like, yeah, thanks, coach. Yep, you know what I'm doing. Yep, great. Thanks, coach. He's given all those words. All right. All right, Landaluce back on serve. As a member, you can still chat during live streams when Cam puts members-only mode on, especially during big matches. Yeah. I mean, yeah, sometimes we do members-only streams as well. Members-only chats. Thank you, Merrick. Appreciate it. All right, here we go. Back on serve. Poor game by Medvedev. Oh, yeah, you get a cool colored ball next to you. By the way, if you get to 5 years, and I know a few of you are close to 5 years as members, I've changed it up a little bit. So if you're a 5-year member, or if you're close to 5 years as a member, you'll stand out even more. All right. Oh, yeah, and you get to use all the emojis in the chat, too. Forgot that. I forgot about that. All right. Back to Landaluce. Let's see if we can hold and level this set. Remember the winner of this by Sinner. And it's 15 love. First serve is a fault. Second serve. As return goes back in Medvedev up to the backhand. Oh, it's long by Medi. 30 love. 30 love. 30 love Landaluce. So the next match is supposed to start in 25 minutes, but it'll depend on how long, if this set goes 3 or if we go 3. But Swiatek Svitolina coming up next. Is it a final from Landaluce in the back end of Medvedev? Medi in the net, 40 love. This has been a very quick match. 40 love. Rain delay incoming. Oh, no. No, don't say that. We need to get through this match and then be a rain delay in the middle. 40 love. No rain delays. Back at return goes in front of Landaluce. Landaluce in the net, 40-15. No rain delays. No more. We had the one yesterday. We did like a 3-hour rain delay yesterday. $40-15. Medi beat him the first 6 times they played. Oh, with Sinner? Yeah. All right, serve into the backhand of Medvedev. Return. To the backhand of Landaluce as we get a forehand rally. And Medvedev up the line. Landaluce backhand slice. Medvedev up the line, backhand again. Landaluce sliced it back. Medvedev forehand again to the forehand of Landaluce sliced. Medvedev backhand cross court. Landaluce gets it. Hits it wide though. 40-30. All right, 40-30. To level this second set. And the umpire's looking up to the sky and it's starting to rain. No, not like this. Oh, it's raining bad. It's raining bad. It's really raining now. Oh, God, really? All right. All right. All right. Okay. Players are still on the court, though, but nope, they're going to leave the court. I think. No, yes, maybe, yes. They're going to leave the court. Players have left. All right, players have left. I don't think they're putting the covers on, so that's a good sign. Is it actually raining Cam's house? Yeah. All right. Are they going to put the covers on, or are they just going to... Are they just going to wait it out? Looks like they're just going to wait it out. I don't think they're going to do the covers. which is a good thing. It means that it's not that bad. If it's not like they don't have the covers on. It's gonna rain all day tomorrow. Don't say that. Don't say that. All right. Unrelated, the postcard wall looks cute. How do you collect the postcards? People in the chat send them. So all the postcards that show on the screen are from people in the chat that have sent postcards over the years to the PO box. And if you want to send it to the PO box, there is a link to that in the chat. There we go. Thanks, Deb. Or you can send it to that there. We did postcards because they were just really cheap. Like they're the cheapest thing to send. To make it super easy if you want to send something. Yeah. Michael!
You actually have rain on your stream. Respect him. So glad I found a tennis stream.
All right, thank you, Michael. Yeah, we actually have rain effects. Thank you for the 20. Can't they afford a roof? No. Roof is coming soon in 2028. But look, it's not that bad. The rain's not that bad, so it's probably going to be on and off. It's going to be annoying, but it's not going to be... Hopefully, it's not going to be too much of a delay. We had a smoke delay yesterday, which was weird. How do I get a gifted membership? You just got to wait until somebody gives you one. Yeah, they're not putting the covers on, which is good. Are they putting the net down now? Maybe they are. Oh, no. Now it looks like they're not putting the covers down, so that's good. If they're putting the covers on, you know it's like we'll be back in a while. But, yeah, they're not putting the covers on, so that's good. Yeah, we had the smoke delay yesterday. And we had the smoke settings on yesterday. There was no possible worse scenario for Medvedev. No, I think this is not bad for Medi. I think this is a good idea for Medi. It'll get him to court because he was... So what happened with Medvedev? He broke, and then he got broken, and then he started to get really chirpy at his coaches. So this is actually probably the perfect delay for Medi. So now he can go back into the locker room, talk to the coaches, get all that negativity out, and also, talk to the coaches and ask about how to recover this match. So this is probably not the worst thing. It's probably better for Medvedev this delay than Landaluce. Medvedev needed this break more, especially after just giving back the break. Plus, the course will be slower, which might help Medvedev more than Landaluce. Yeah, maybe, yeah. Yeah, the way that Medvedev was acting, if it kept going, Landaluce could have won 6-3. It was like snowball going down a hill for Medvedev. Once he got broken, he started going like this, pointing to the coach and be like, yeah, I can hit balls. That's when it felt like Medvedev started to spiral. But now with this break... He can take a deep breath, talk to the coaches, and come back. He might still lose, but still come back at least level-headed and not he won't be filled up with frustration, right? At least come out here and come back here and on a level, at least level-headed. Because he's only got a hold, break, hold, and he wins a set. He's only 3 games away from the set, so. He doesn't have to do too much to take it to a third. All right. Yeah, people are walking around outside, so I don't think the rain's going to be around for that long, unless the dark clouds over there are coming this way. But it looks like we might be back on. They haven't put the covers on, which is a good sign, because they would have put the covers on if they were scared that it was going to completely wreck the court, right? So no covers mean that they don't expect it to rain for long, which is good. Yeah. Tomorrow is supposed to rain all day. I wonder how much tennis there'll be. God, I really hope that doesn't rain. I really hope it doesn't rain that much. They'll get it done tomorrow, I think. I don't think it's supposed to rain all day. No, it's not supposed to rain all day. It's like a 25% chance first thing in the morning, and then like 20% chance of rain most of the day. It's tomorrow night that's bad. Tomorrow night it's like gonna rain. This time tomorrow it's definitely gonna rain. So I think that we'll get through the first match. We'll get through the first semi-final for the men. So what's that? Ruud Daderi will be good. Sinner versus the winner of this. Who knows? But if they know it's going to rain all night, they might actually bring Sinner's match forward to try and get it. Because if it does rain from 6 o'clock to midnight and there's no chance, they might try and bring it forward so that Sinner and the winner of this match can play. But who knows? Sometimes it says it's not going to rain, it rains. Sometimes it says rain and it doesn't rain. People are just dancing around, by the way. They are fine. Must have stopped raining, or they didn't bring an umbrella. They don't have a roof. They don't have roofs here. They have a roof in Paris. Yeah. They have a roof in Paris for sure. You see 50% rain? Well, I see 50% not rain. If there's 50% chance, then there's half a chance there's not. I think they're going to be coming back pretty soon. It seems like the rain has subsided. It says here 25% chance tomorrow. What are you reading? So I'm looking here and it says it's going to be windy. And then it's like saying 20%, 16%. So when are we playing tomorrow? We're playing. When do we start tomorrow? 11 my time. Okay, so what's that? We'll be starting at 3:30 tomorrow, right? So at 3:30 tomorrow, it says 7% chance of rain. 7%, 7, 7, 10. 8 o'clock, 50%. 9 o'clock, 70%. 10 o'clock, 70%. So tomorrow night, it's going to suck. But tomorrow night, they might not get the second match in. But like I said, if they're smart, Rome should just bring the second match to start at 5. They should also bring the first semi-final forward a little bit. So they should start at 3 o'clock for the first one and 5 or 6 for the second one. Because if they want to get both semis done, they better do it before the thing is, though, that Sinner can just win in an hour. So that's another thing, right? If you put Sinner on at 5, he could be done by 6. If he's playing one of these guys, you'd expect he could do that, right? So I wonder if they will do that. If they see that it's going to rain, they might be like, you know what? Tomorrow we're starting at 6 p.m. I hope they do that. Because they don't want to have to come back the next day and play a semi and a final. Like a semi and then the final. They surely don't want to do that. Especially because the night session crowd tomorrow are going to be pissed if they don't get a match. Could they do semis on Saturday? They could, but then it would be, you have to give everyone a refund for tomorrow. All right. Players coming back. But we'll just see what happens. And also, I need the semifinals to get done tomorrow for the men's because I'm not going to be here on Saturday morning. So, on a personal note, I need them to do that. So we can watch it. Otherwise, we won't be watching it because I am out. All right. Here we go. Players are back on court. Let's see how this goes. That's not looking possible, unfortunately. Bio, why are you being so negative? All right. No warm-up required. They're just getting straight back into it. Because remember, 15-minute delay, they have to do a warm-up. It's only been 14 and a half minutes. 14 and a half minutes, they don't do a warm-up. They get straight into it. All right, 40-30. Let's see if Medvedev can recover. He was up a break 3-1. No warm-up under 15 minutes. That's it. French Open begins on the 24th. All right, 40-30. Landaluce to get the game and level. All right, Landaluce serves. The forehand of Medvedev. Return to the forehand of Landaluce. Medvedev forehand again to the forehand of Landaluce. Up the line to the back of Medvedev. Sliced. Landaluce forehand. Medvedev gets it back with a pass. Landaluce volley. Medvedev forehand. Landaluce volley up the line. Winner. Too good. And it's 3-all in the second. Now Medvedev's not injured. He's getting outplayed. 3 games all. 3-all. All right. Medvedev hits it long and it's love 15. And again, Medvedev just not, he is just not agreeing with the coach. He's like, yeah, good job. Yeah, the forehand's great. Yeah. Love 15. Why did Coco withdraw from the doubles? I think McNally was sick. As that goes out by Landaluce and it's the 15-all. I think McNally was sick. All right, 15-all. Serving to the backhand is let. Medvedev serves a fault. Second serve. Serving to the front of Landaluce. Return the front of Medvedev up the line. That's a great shot from Medvedev. And then he looks at the coach kind of and he's like, oh, okay, maybe it did work. 30-15. 30-15. Medvedev serves again. Fault. Second serve. Second serve. Landaluce returns back to Medvedev into the front of Landaluce, but he misses it on the forehand. It's 40-15. 40-15. Good serve down the tee. Return goes in. Medvedev with a smash. Puts it away. All right. Medi's got the lead. 4-3. And like I said, he's only a break and a hold away from taking the second. 4-3 Medvedev. When do you watch the match? Where do I watch the matches? Good question. So you can watch this match. If you have Tennis TV, you can watch it on the Tennis TV app. There's a new app they've updated. You can see scores and stuff on there as well. Highlights. There's so much stuff. There's so many features. We're actually collaborating with them for the rest of the season. So go check it out. You can watch Tennis TV. I watch it on Tennis TV. You can watch it on the Tennis TV app. All right. But yeah, you can watch, see moments, which is like highlights of different stuff. Yeah, all the matches are there. You can see all the scores that are going on. There's challenger events going on at the moment, so you can also keep an eye on those scores as well, I think. But yeah, plenty of features. All right, here we go. Medvedev with the lead, 4-3. All right, 4-3. I don't know what we're waiting for. Here we go. Oh, people were just finding their seats. 4-3, Landaluce to serve. Now wide of the forehand of Medvedev. Forehand from Landaluce. Again, the forehand of Medvedev. With the back of Landaluce up the line. And it goes long. Love 15. Love 15. As Landaluce serves again. Serve is a fault. Second serve. Second serve. Into the back of Medvedev up the line. Good return. Landaluce gets it back. Medvedev forehand inside out. Landaluce with a slice. Goes long. Love 30. All right, Medvedev. Here's a little chance. Love 30. Serve. It's a fault. Second serve. Second serve, the backhand of Medvedev. Forehand from Landaluce. Medvedev backhand. Into the forehand of Landaluce as we get another forehand, a backhand from Medvedev. Landaluce with the backhand up the line. Medvedev forehand on the stretch. Landaluce gets it back. Medvedev backhand cross court. Landaluce on the stretch goes up the line. Medvedev slice. As Landaluce forehand again to the slice of Medvedev. As Landaluce forehand inside out. Medvedev's got it. Again to the forehand of Landaluce. Medvedev forehand slice again. Drop shot Landaluce. Medvedev's going to get there. Landaluce pass. Too good. Backhand up the line. Medvedev was going the other way. 15-30. Great hitting by both, to be honest. Medvedev was playing some good shots before the drop shot tricked him. And then he just couldn't. I mean, there was nothing he could do, Medi. Good enough to get the drop shot, but the passing shot was always going to be tough. 15-30. Landaluce serves. And volleys. Oh, but Medi in the net. It's called a let, though. So we're going to replay the point. 15-30. All right, 15-30. Still a first serve. That's a fault. Oh, it was a double fault, was it? Okay. 15-40. Medvedev. Was it a foot fault or something? What happened? All right. Medvedev with the break points. Medvedev with the break points. Landaluce serves. A fault. Second serve. Serving to the backhand of Medvedev. Return. To the backhand of Landaluce. He hits a wide. Medi breaks. And now Medvedev's going to serve for the second. Chat, what did I say at 3-0? That's why Medvedev just needs to keep his cool. Like literally, hold, break, hold. You're going 3. Like that's it. All right, 5-3. Medvedev serving for the second. Serving to the back of Landaluce, but it's a fault. Now Medvedev had the break, gave it straight back the last time. So let's see what happens. And Landaluce into the forehand of Medvedev. Landaluce again to the forehand of Medvedev. Landaluce goes up the line. Medvedev gets it back. Cross court. Landaluce slice. Medvedev. Forehand up the line. Winner. Great play. 15-love. Great hitting from Medvedev that time. 15-love. Return goes in the front of Medvedev. Oh, Medi in the net. Bad miss. Bad miss. Medvedev tagged out to Klaverdev. Klaverdev has arrived. He's dressed in orange as well. 15-0. As we had a let from Medi. Serve. Ace down the tee by Medvedev. Whoo, that was a big serve. 30-15. Great serve from Medvedev. All right, Medi serves again. A fault. Jeez, that was close. Second serve. Serve to the backhand of Landaluce. Backhand of Medvedev. The backhand of Landaluce is Medi backing up the line. Landaluce with a forehand cross court. Medi gets it. On the stretch, but he hits it long. 30-0. Does the term consolidate always refer to the game after breaking? Yes. Yes. So consolidate in the game that you just won by winning this game. All right, 30-0. Did I bet on Medvedev? No, but I won a 3-setter. As a forehand return goes forehand to Medvedev. Medi in the net. 30-40. God, he played a couple of good points, Medvedev, and then he just played a couple of terrible points. All right. Medi with a fault. Second serve. As a return, Landaluce winner. And Medvedev again, just pointing at the coaches. Because, oh God, I hate it when Medvedev does this. He's not going to win, Medi. Not with this attitude. Right? He's not going to win by blaming the coaches. That was not the coach's fault. It was his fault. He missed first serves and Landaluce smoked at return. I mean, yeah, pointing at Thomas Johansson and blaming him is not going to change it. All right, 5-4. Medvedev still leads, but Landaluce's back on serve. All right. That's the second time in this set that Medvedev's had the break and gave it straight back. A generous guy. I think if Medi needs a break to win this set right now. Like if he goes down, like if he gets a 5-all, this could be over at 7-5. Why do we call it lead when they're on serve? Well, I mean, they're in front on the score, so that's why it's a lead. They're leading on serve. All right. Boy, chat, don't forget to like the video if you haven't already. We're almost at 400 likes. Can we get to 500 likes? Surely we can get to 500 likes. I'm sure we can get to 500. All right. Here we go. Still Medvedev leading 5-4, but it's on serve. Landaluce serving. Landaluce serves. A fault. By the way, Landaluce with a serve and volley, that would have been perfect play, but Hawkeye said no. Serving to the backhand of Medvedev. Return. No, it's a double fault. I tell you what, Landaluce is definitely double faulting a lot. He is double faulting a lot. Love 15. And serve again. It's another fault. Medvedev might win this set because it was given to him as a gift. As a return goes to forehand Landaluce. Backhand out from forehand from Medvedev. Landaluce forehand straight to Medvedev's pass. But the volley's too good by Landaluce. 15-0. As Medvedev return, goes in the forehand of Landaluce. Back into Medvedev up the line. Landaluce gets it back. Medvedev drop shot. That's in the net. That was actually a good idea. That was a good idea to do that shot, but it was a terrible execution on the drop shot. He pushed Landaluce back. The drop shot was the right call. He just didn't have the execution. He knew what to do on the job, but he didn't have the right tool for it. You know what I mean? 30-15. All right, first serve's a fault, second serve. Landaluce serves. The backhand of Medvedev. Return the forehand of Landaluce as Medvedev backhand into the backhand of Landaluce. Again, the backhand of Medvedev. Landaluce backhand up the line. Medvedev gets it with a forehand cross court. Landaluce slices it back. But it goes out. 30-all. 30-all. It's not the tool, it's the carpenter. Yeah, so Medvedev knew that that's a nail and this is a hammer, and then he hit himself in the hand with the hammer, right? That's what he did. He was like, oh, hang on. So there's a piece of wood and I got to nail this. Okay, I got the hammer. 30-all. Serve and volley, Landaluce. Too good. Too good. And again, Medvedev pointing to Thomas Johansson because it's his fault. 40-30. That's what he gets paid for. To be yelled at. I pay your bills. I scream at you. Great volley. That was Medvedev hit a decent return. Landaluce volleyed that off his feet. All right. Landaluce to level. First serve is a fault. Second serve. As the return goes into the forehand of Landaluce. Forehand now goes out by Landaluce. Man, Medvedev just needs to win 2 points in a row somehow. And he will go to a third. Medi has been the better player in this set. That was the chair. That was definitely the chair. All right, deuce. As Landaluce serves again. Into the backhand of Medvedev. Return goes into the forehand of Landaluce as Medvedev forehand deep into the forehand of Landaluce. Landaluce hits it out. Okay. Medi has a set point to take this second set. Let's be real. He's tried his best to not win this set, but he might accidentally win it. Landaluce serves. Into the backhand of Medvedev. Return goes in the forehand of Landaluce. Medvedev. Backhand again to the forehand of Landaluce. Landaluce hits it wide! And Medvedev has to play a third. 6-4 in the second. All right. Medi takes the second. He had a break, he gave it back. He had a break, he gave it back. Landaluce hits a couple errors, he wins a set. Okay, we're going 3. We're going 3, Medi. We're going 3. How was Medvedev at an 8.7 performance rating? Are you kidding me? 8.7? Really? 8.7? 8.0 for Landaluce. 8.7? That's crazy. He must have hit a lot. He must have hit 0 errors. 8.7. 5 breaks of serve in the 10 games we played too. All right, yeah, Medi didn't hit many errors. 10 winners, only 5 errors. So yeah, Medi was super clean. Much better on the ground. And Landaluce, 11 winners and 11 errors. All right, we're going 3. Both guys came to the net 10 times. 7 out of 10 for Landaluce. 6 out of 10 for Medvedev, winning at the net. Crazy. For Medvedev. All right. One set to play Sinner. That's the reward. Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas. Medi is serving first, if that helps. So, yeah. I tell you, though, Medi was like going like this and being like, yep, thanks, coach. And now he's like, we got this. The roller coaster of being a Medvedev entourage member. There's only 2 of them. By the way, chat, we're almost at 400 likes. Surely we can get to 400. But come on, come on. Let's get to 400 by the start of this set. Come on. We're almost there. 400 likes. Come on now. All right, Medvedev serving first in the final set. Who you got winning this final set as well, chat? Give me a score and a name. I want a name and I want a score. I want to see if anybody gets it right. By the way, our second set was like 45, 50 minutes. So first set was over like that. That set was a little bit longer. Who you got? 6-4 Medvedev, 6-2 Medvedev, 6-3 Medvedev. All right. There's a bit of forehand from Eddie. Up the line to the backhand of Landaluce. As we get a forehand from Medvedev cross court. Landaluce gets on the stretch, but Medvedev's there with the backhand. Landaluce doing all the running. Medvedev up the line. Landaluce with a forehand cross court. Medvedev again to the forehand of Landaluce. He goes up the line. Medvedev with a slice. Landaluce with a forehand. Medvedev gets it right with a forehand in the net. Now, chat, this is what is so annoying, right? And not just from Medvedev. There's a lot of guys in that generation that play like this. Medi's here, right? Landaluce's here. Actually, we'll use the mark, right? So Medvedev, right? He's standing here and he's going bang, bang, bang. He's got Landaluce running side to side, right? But the problem is he just doesn't approach the net. So Landaluce might be out here, but because he knows that it's going to be back over here, he can run over and defend because Medvedev doesn't come in. If Medvedev just went to the net, like even there, he would have so much court to hit into and he could shorten the point. But instead he stays back And then Landaluce gets it back. And then eventually, Medvedev ends up back here again. And Landaluce wins the point. It's like, it's so frustrating because you're just like, bro, just even if sometimes you don't even have to hit a volley. Sometimes you can just come to the net and the pressure of you being there and the forcing them to hit a pass is enough to win the point. You don't even have to hit a volley. But the fact that he just stays back and he just lets Landaluce go, whoop, whoop, I'm hitting it back in. And then Medvedev just like ends up back. It's a nightmare. And he's not the only one. There's a lot of players from that generation that just don't, I'm talking Fritz, Zverev, even Tsitsipas at times. They just don't want to, they don't finish the point. Whereas these young guys are the total opposite. These young guys, Alcaraz obviously the best of the best of those aggressive guys. They want to go to the net. They're not afraid of the net. Medvedev gets broken now. And how much did it set the tone when he just lost that point at whatever it was, 15, whatever, 0, like the first point of the match, of the set. It's just so frustrating because you're like, oh man, you've got Landaluce running like in the corners and you just have to come in and just go like that and the whole court's there. But they just stay back, don't put any pressure on their opponent, right? And it's because it's not nature to them, right? It's not normal for them, right? Fritz is similar, right? Zverev does similar, right? You go, oh, just move in. And they just stay back and they're just like, no, I'm just going to rally. And then these young guys, the second they get a chance, I'm talking Lehechka, I'm talking Feast, even Hodar, right? All these young guys, they're willing to come in and finish the point. They're not waiting for you to miss. Yeah, Fonseca, right? We got all those guys. Menchik, But then the guys like, even Hubie, right? Hubie doesn't do it as much as he should. Hurkacz, right? Anyways, Medvedev's down a break already. As that goes out by Medvedev, and it's 15-love. And Medvedev is not happy. All right, Landaluce serves again. As the return goes into the net by Medvedev, 30-love. $30-love. As we're going to serve again. There's a fault. Second serve. Serving to the backhand of Medvedev. Backhand out from Landaluce as we get a backhand Medvedev into the backhand of Landaluce. Medvedev with a forehand cross court. Landaluce gets back. Medvedev forehand up the line. Goes long. 40-love. This feels like the first set all over again. Yeah, he served 3 double faults after that first initial point that he just didn't choose volleys. And then he threw the game. All right, 40-love. But like I've said before many times, like you got to remember also that the guys that the 90s generation guys were looking up to and looking to were, how do I play, how do I win a slam? They tried, being Djokovic, being Nadal, right? They did those strategies. Whereas the guys coming through, Alcaraz kind of showed them a way of how to beat those, beat the ghost. Well, not beat the ghost, but like, if you're a young Medvedev, Zverev, or whatever, you're looking at Djokovic and Murray and Nadal, right? And they're at the top of the game, and you're like, okay, well, for me to be at the top, I got to play like them. I got to rally I got to be super fit, and I've got to rally for 100 shots a point, right? And that's the style that they've all... And remember also that, like, they're playing each other in the juniors, right? So they're looking at Nadal and Djokovic and going, okay, well, if I want to win a slam, I need to out-rally them. I've got to learn how to rally. And then I'm also playing... And so then Zverev's doing that as well, and Medvedev's doing that, and all the guys around me are playing like that. So I need to also play like that to beat them. And then they all come up at the same time. But then they never can... I mean, Medvedev got his slam, but they never could beat those guys, end of the 2010s, start of the 2020s consistently enough, right? And then you get a guy like Alcaraz who comes in and is the opposite of that, right? He's the antidote to the long rallies, deep baseliner, right? And he comes in and he's like, well, I'm going to come and be an aggressor and I'm going to be attacking and I'm going to have an all-round approach, more like a Federer approach, right? I'm going to have every shot in the book and I'm going to be aggressive. And then all the guys that Alcaraz is growing up with and playing against the juniors, same thing. They're looking and going...
Even Sinner comes to the net to finish point.
Exactly. Sinner had to adapt and he's coming to the net a lot more as well. Much more aggressive than what he was 3 years ago, right? But yeah, all those guys that are sort of like Alcaraz's age and below have all got that like finish the point, come to the net, hit winners, right? They're not about this long rally, defend, and wait until the other guy misses. They're proactive, right? Because they saw Alcaraz is definitely the reason why a lot of these guys are like that. Because 4 years ago or 5 years ago when he broke out on the scene, he saw that, I could be like an aggressive guy and I can hit the drop shots and I can come to the net and be more aggressive. I can see opportunity at the net. But all the guys going through his generation, he's playing against those guys. They're doing that too. So the whole generation of like the Alcaraz generation are all playing aggressive and playing proactive. Only Tien is the one who's playing that kind of, defensive kind of game. But then again, he's not as defensive as like a Medvedev, right? He still can come to the net a bit more, and he doesn't. It's not like he can't come to the net, not like he can't volley or anything and hit drop shots. So Tien's probably the least aggressive of that bunch, but still. So it's just interesting to see how the game's like progressing. There's a bit of forehand now from Landaluce back into Medvedev. Landaluce pass, Medvedev volleys. Landaluce pass, Medvedev half volley in the net, and that's why Medvedev doesn't come to the net. 4-15. Were they inspired by Kyrgios? Yeah, I'd be interested to know. Look, Rafa wasn't a defensive player. He was obviously Rafa could hit winners. It wasn't like Rafa didn't. Yeah, maybe they were inspired by Wawrinka, right? Maybe they were looking at Dominic Thiem. Maybe Kyrgios. Maybe it was Roger, right? They were looking at those types and going, oh, okay, so they're playing a game that's, or maybe it's just the new guys just want to hit winners. They don't want to wait for you to miss. They want to hit winners. So they want to be more like highlights, right? They want to be more fun, have more fun. So maybe it is a bit more like a Kyrgios type of game, Maybe he did sort of pave the way a little bit. And he won't get any credit for it, obviously, but, maybe, I know Alcaraz fans are going to freak out, but I'm going to say it anyway. Maybe there is a little bit of Kyrgios walks so Alcaraz can run. There might be a little bit of that. I mean, how many times do people boo for underarm serves, or how many highlight reel shots happen now? So many players go for tweeners now. Yeah, they used to back in the day, but so many players go for the trick shots now. Alcaraz is doing them all over the place, right? And you go, that's got to be a little bit of inspiration from like Monfils, Kyrgios. I mean, Kyrgios was inspired by Monf, right? So you go, well, maybe it was Monf who inspired Kyrgios, who inspired Alcaraz a bit. I don't know. You got to give the credit to those guys who do play the fancy shots, because that's where Alcaraz would be getting them from. Anyways, I think the game, like the way they play now, is so much fun. Like, I love this proactive, like aggressive, all-out tennis. I love it. So much fun. It's more of like a brawl than it is like a marathon race, right? Bold claim. Look, like I said, I didn't say I just said maybe. Hey, Vic, thank you for the 13 months. All right, 2-1. Landaluce's got the break in the final set here. Now, we do have Swiatek taking on Svitolina straight after this, so stay tuned. All right, first serve the fault. Second serve. As the return goes in from Medvedev to the forehand of Landaluce. Backhand of Medvedev to the backhand of Landaluce. As Medvedev forehand cross court. Landaluce gets it back. Medvedev goes to the backhand of Landaluce. Drop shot's good. Medvedev with a forehand. Landaluce pass. Oh, is it in? No, he missed. Love 15. Love 15. It's more tennis artistry. Yeah. Yeah, they're definitely showing a lot more. They're showing off their skills more. Love 15. Medvedev returns. And it's long. 15-0. But also, this new generation of guy don't have weaknesses. Like, they don't have weaknesses. Vic!
Gotta take risks when you're talking about taking risks, not tennis talk with Cam Williams. Tennis walk the walk with Cam Williams. I love it.
Thank you for the 5. I have no idea what you were saying, but thank you for the 5. 15-0. As the backhand return goes backhand of Landaluce, backhand of Medvedev. As Landaluce slice, Medvedev gets it back. Into the backhand of Landaluce. Landaluce overhits it. All right, 15-30. Little chance here, Medvedev, to maybe get back on serve. $15-30. First serve is a fault. Second serve. Serve to the backhand of Medvedev. Return goes back into Landaluce. Medvedev forehand. Into the backhand of Landaluce. Is Medvedev backhand again. Landaluce backing up the line. Medvedev forehand goes long. 30-0. 30-0. All right, 30-0. Big point here. As the backhand return goes into the forehand of Landaluce, forehand out from Medvedev in the net. And Landaluce gets a 40-30. Is it Landaluce or Landaluce? Landaluce. There you go. I'm going to just say a different name, just like I did last night with Darderi or Dadiri or Dadiri. I'm just going to make up the names as we go. Different name for every set. Landaluciano. As we had a fault. Second serve. Lando. Norris. 40-30. Lucky loser. Yeah. Lucky Landa. Lucci. Let's call him Marty. Marty with a forehand into the forehand of Medi. To the backhand of Marty is Medi with a forehand of the stretch. Marty, drop shot. That's too good. God, Landaluce has a great drop shot. And he punches his head. I don't know. He just does this. 3-1. Punches the air. That's what I was trying to say. It's 4 a.m. 5 a.m. Sunrise. Landalucky. Exactly. Yeah, it's Landalucky. Landalucky. The double L. Landalucky. If I say Landaluce, I'll bite my tongue and then I actually can't speak. So let's try something else. 4-4 rally. Lob goes up. Marty hits a smash, puts it away. Love 15. Landaluce. 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 Landaluce in the net. Third 15-0. I don't even say Medvedev right. It's Medvedev, right? Medvedev. 15-0. As a forehand goes up the line from Medvedev. Marty gets it with a backhand. Forehand to forehand now. Medvedev in control, but it goes long by Landaluce. And it's 30-15. And my Spanish is getting better. Yay. 30-15. It's a return. Goes back and Medvedev up the line. Great shot, Medi. All right. 40-15. 40-15. Medi serves a let. As Medvedev forehand. And then the volley. Winner by Medi. All right. Medi sticks around. But it's Landaluce who has the break. 3-2. 3-2. All right. Three-two to the Spaniard. Now or never from Medvedev. Kind of feels that way, yeah. Landaluce could be the latest youngster to beat Medvedev in his first try. Yeah, I know, right? It's okay. Alcaraz says Sinner Jannik, so we don't have to say things correctly. Yeah, I mean, accents make a difference, right? My Australian accent makes me sound like an idiot at times with different words, but that's just the way it is. Tien comes to mind. Oh, yeah. Tien against Medi. Medi's nightmare. Sleep paralysis demon. David!
I lose top spot in league if Rod wins tomorrow.
Ooh. What, to me? Do I get top spot? Is that off to me? Thank you for the donation. I need Rude to win tomorrow. If Rude makes the final, I need Medvedev to win this as well to get me that 2 credit bonus. Who is your favorite player between top 20 and between 20 and 80? Dasha. Kazatkina. All right, 3-2 Landaluce. Landaluce. See, I can say it. I just choose not to. Landaluce goes wide off the tape, and it's love 15. Love 15. Love 15. I am waiting for Swiatek. Well, she's coming back soon. Love 15. Serving to the front of Medvedev. Return goes into the front of Landaluce. As Medi goes to the front of Landaluce. As Medvedev goes with the forehand again to the front of Landaluce. And Landaluce in the net. And it's Love 30. Is there a tennis fantasy sports game? Yeah, join. Join it now. Join the league. We're recruiting members. Love 15. Love 30. Love 30. Big chance for Medvedev here. Fantasy team looks dismal. Rublev got taken out. Friendly fire. Inevitable. Only Jannik and Casper left. Yeah, Casper, I think, is holding up a lot of people's teams. Anyone have Dartery? Did anyone have Medvedev? Did anyone have Landaluce? Backhand return. Into the backhand of Landaluce as backhand Medvedev goes to front of Landaluce. Good drop shot. Medvedev gets it, but hits it in the net. 15-30. Still a chance for Medi to possibly get a break back. Do you have a lisp? No. And if I did, that would be mean to bring it up. So please refrain from bullying me. Serve and volley is too good by Landaluce. 30-all. This is the biggest point of the set. Medi has to get the break back now, it feels. Great serve and volley. All right, 30-all. Winner plays Sinner tomorrow in the rain. First serve's a fault. Second serve. Second serve. Bro, you bet on Medi. Did not. 30-all. As a backhand return now to the forehand of Landaluce. Backhand now Medvedev. Into the backhand of Landaluce. Medvedev backhand again to the backhand of Landaluce. Up the line to the forehand of Medvedev. Landaluce slice. Medvedev gets it with a forehand slice, but he runs backwards and lets Landaluce back in the rally. Forehand to forehand rally now to the backhand of Medi on the stretch. Medi hits it out. And that's what I was talking about. Medi hits a slice forehand. He's inside the baseline and he retreats. He comes to the net. Yeah, Landaluce might have hit the best passing shot of the day. He could have. But he also could have missed. And he didn't make the attempt to pressure Landaluce when he was inside the baseline and a chance to go to the net, chance to just be a presence and make the court feel small. Instead, he ran backwards. Landaluce gets it back and wins a point. 40-30. Medvedev forehand goes into the backhand of Landaluce. Landaluce hits it out. Medi might still somehow get out of this. He's getting some freebies. Deuce. Medi needs the break back right now. Serve. And volley. But the volley not needed. Medi in the net. I tell you, Landaluce's like, I'm going to come to the net. I can come to the net. I'll show you how to volley. But he didn't need to volley. See, the presence of being at the net. Sometimes you don't need to volley. Just being at the net is scary for the person. Like, you got to force someone to pass you at the net. It's like, and Medvedev's tall. He's got huge wings. He can go like this, and it feels like the court's tiny. Advantage Landaluce to get to 4-2. First serve's a fault. Second serve. Second serve. Oh, double fault. All right, back to deuce. Landaluce just... Double faults have been a problem. Are we watching Coco? She already played. We watched her earlier. First serve in the forehand of Medvedev. Forehand out from Landaluce as Medvedev pass. Landaluce volley. Medvedev's going to get there. Landaluce volleys it up the line, but he missed it. Oh, he just missed it. Medvedev break point. Landaluce nearly stole that point. The first volley wasn't good enough, but Medvedev gave him a chance to hit a second volley, and he just missed. Advantage Medvedev to get back on serve, final set. Landaluce serves. Into the forehand of Medvedev. Return is short. Landaluce drop shot. Yeah, Medi's so far behind the baseline. He was never going to get there. Back to deuce. Medi stands so far back. And look, that time it's like, well, of course he did because he was returning serve. But that was just such a great drop shot, such a smart shot. And it was super effective. Deuce. As the return goes in the forehand of Landaluce. Forehand now from Medvedev as Landaluce into the forehand again of Medvedev. To the forehand of Landaluce. Medvedev backhand. Into the backhand of Landaluce. Sliced. Medvedev forehand inside in. That's a good shot, but Landaluce gets it. Medvedev forehand up the line. Into the backhand of Landaluce. Medvedev on the stretch. Landaluce forehand again. Medvedev into that slice of Landaluce. Medvedev gets it back as Landaluce drop. No, it's another slice. Medvedev goes to the line. Landaluce in the net. Okay. Advantage Medvedev. Thanks, Tim. Advantage Medvedev to get back on serve. But don't worry, if he does get back on serve, I'm not cheering for him. I'm just telling you what's happening, and I'm getting excited by the back and forth of this match. All right? Serve and volley, but Medvedev round the net! I'm not cheering Medvedev, but he just went round the net. I'm not on Medvedev's side, but that was incredible. But I'm not biased, but that was amazing. What a shot by Medi around the net to finish it off. 3-all. He finally breaks, but I'm not supporting him. I'm just excited by the match. What the hell was that shot? Shot of the match, but I'm not biased. What the hell? He's like, yeah, let's go. Okay, fine. Break like that. Break like that. Break like that. 4-4 rally. Crazy. But just remember, I'm neutral. 15 love. That was just a great shot. The slow-mo replay. Oh, that was insane. The camera behind Medvedev to see how that ball, like, crazy. Landaluce didn't hit a bad approach either. It was like a good serve, and the volley was there. Well, the volley was a good idea.
Medi.
Hey, thank you, Adam, for the 5. Landaluce hits it out, 30 love. That might have ignited Medvedev. Medvedev needed something. You need a warning? Bro, I can't... If we got a warning, then my reaction wouldn't be sincere. All right? What? Oh, amazing shot alert. Amazing shot alert. What do you want from me? Come on. This is raw reactions. What do you want from me? You want me to be like, Medvedev's hit a good shot. Everybody ready? 3, 2, 1. Whoa! How fake is that shit? Medi with a drop shot. No good. Landaluce puts it away. 30-15. Bro wants a warning. Your warning is don't wear headphones. 30-15. Medi serves. What, do you think I could read minds? I didn't know Medvedev was going to do that. Shot of the tournament? What the hell? 30-15. Medvedev serving. All right, first serve's a fault. Second serve. Backhand return in the net by Landaluce. 40-15. 40-15. Winner plays Sinner. Yay. 40-15. Medi holds 4-3. He leads in this final set. Pressure back on the Spaniard. All right. We have a match. 4-3. How are we doing, chat? Where are we watching from? Where are we watching from? Would be cool if you could show the shot. It'd be great. I'd be able to go to bed. But the only way I can show the shot is if we reach the goal. Where is the goal? Where is the goal? What happened to the goal? Where's the goal? There we go. We've got to get to 1 billion. Michael actually contributed a lot to the rights, buying the right. We're getting there, though. $1 at a time. If you want to support the GoFundMe, that is to try and buy the rights, we've got a long way to go, but we're getting there. $1 at a time. All right. We got Saudi Arabia, South Africa, California, India, Rome, Tallinn, Wimbledon, Jordan, Italy. We've got Thailand in the house, Japan, France, Arizona, brick by brick, that's it. Switzerland. We got Bahrain, Kentucky, Vienna, Luxembourg, Jamaica, Romania, Philippines, Atlanta, Pakistan, UK, Idaho, Milan, New York. We've got Qatar, we've got Kenya, we've got South Africa, Texas, Colombia, Dallas, Canada. Your energy's great and have great consistency. Thank you. Appreciate it. Thank you, Samarth. All right, here we go. Pressure's on the Spaniard now. Landaluce serving. He had the break. As Landaluce serves into the forehand of Medvedev. Landaluce up the line. Medvedev slices it back. Lands in. And then Landaluce hits a forehand wide. He's just overhitting by this much, Landaluce. And maybe that's the pressure that Medvedev's putting on him. He's feeling the need to be a little more risky by hitting the ball a little closer to the lines, and he's hitting a little bit too close to the lines. He's hitting it over the lines. All right, love 15. No, it's not. It's a good second serve. All right, 15-30. So 15-0. It's a good second serve. It landed in. 15-0. All right, 15-0. All right, there's a forehand rally now. Backhand from Medvedev. Backhand from Landaluce at the line. Medvedev with a forehand cross court. Landaluce gets it back. Medvedev on the stretch in the net. 30-15. 30-15. All right, 30-15. As the return goes in, the forehand of Landaluce. Medvedev on the stretch. Landaluce with the drop shot. Medvedev is going to get there with a backhand up the line. Landaluce pass. Medvedev drop volley is a winner. He was so close to the net, he couldn't miss. 30-all. If he had missed that, Medi, it would have been an absolute nightmare. He would have lost the racket. 30-all. As a return from Medvedev goes short. Landaluce drop shot. Medvedev gets it though with a slice. Oh, too good. Landaluce couldn't get it. Medvedev too quick. And the crowd appreciate it. Medvedev's got a break point. It wasn't a bad drop shot. Medi just gets it when he needs it the most. He hasn't been getting them. Great passing shot. Medvedev's come alive since that backhand passing shot winner. Breakpoint Medvedev. Serving the forehand of Medi. Return goes in the forehand of Landaluce. Medvedev on the stretch. He overhits it. And we get the deuce. All right. Deuce. All right. Landaluce serves again. Serve. Into the forehand of Medvedev. Return goes to back into Landaluce. Medvedev on the stretch. As Landaluce slice. Medvedev back in again. Into the back into Landaluce at the line. Is long. Advantage Medvedev. Advantage Medvedev. Advantage Medvedev. To break. And serve for the match. Good serve down the team. Medvedev slices it back. Landaluce forehand cross-court winner. Back to deuce. Too good. Too good. Back to deuce. God, we're in a real tussle now. Back to deuce. Landaluce serves. Into the back of Medvedev. Return. To the forehand of Landaluce. Medvedev backhand. Into the backhand of Landaluce. Is Medvedev. Backhand again. Landaluce with the forehand. Into the forehand of Medvedev. As Landaluce forehand again to the forehand of Medvedev. Up the line to the backhand of Landaluce. Medvedev. Cross court with his forehand as they go forehand to forehand for a bit. Landaluce goes up the line. Medvedev's there with the backhand defensively. As drop shot Landaluce. Medvedev gets it with ease and puts it away. See, Medi read that one. He knew it was coming. He's like, bro, you're going to hit it to my backhand deep. I'm way back here, but I'm going to start running because you're going to hit the drop shot. Medi read that perfect. Advantage Medvedev. Yeah, that was a telegraphed. Like he said, hey, Medi, I'm hitting a drop shot. Medi said, I'll be there. I'll see you there at the net. At 9:20 p.m. Thursday. Rome. Advantage Medvedev. Landaluce serves. A fault. Second serve. I'm not crying, you are. Nearly 2 hours played. Second serve. Into the backhand of Medvedev. Return goes to forehand of Landaluce. Medvedev. Another backhand as Landaluce up the line. Into the forehand of Medvedev. Landaluce backhand across court. Medvedev gets it. Landaluce. Forehand into the forehand of Medi as Landaluce goes up the line again. Medi gets it back with a backhand. Landaluce drop shot. This is a good one. Medvedev gets it, but Landaluce's all over the net with a volley. Woo-hoo! All right. This crowd is going nuts. Back to deuce. God, the night session matches have been fire the last few nights. What a treat. Beautiful drop shot. That was better. He fooled Medvedev with that one. And then he followed it up with a volley. I tell you what, Landaluce, he does not show any... Like, he shakes his fist, but he is, like, stoic as Sinner. Like, he is not emotional. He's not screaming and shouting. He's just throwing the fist every now and again. He's not vocalizing. And I love it. But you can tell he's fired up. Return goes in from Medvedev into the forehand of Landaluce. Moonball. To the forehand of Medvedev. Landaluce. Into the forehand of Medvedev again. Up the line to the backhand of Landaluce. Medvedev. Backhand again to the backhand of Landaluce. Up the line to the forehand of Medvedev. Landaluce. Again with the forehand. Medvedev gets it. Goes up the middle. Landaluce backhand cross court off the line. Ooh, that was good. That was good. He's been missing those. He hit that one clean. Advantage. Landaluce to level. Great backhand. Yeah, he just hit that in too. Those have been missing lately. All right, advantage Landaluce to level this final set. Serving to the forehand of Medvedev. Return. Into the forehand of Landaluce. Medi backhand. Again to the forehand of Landaluce. Medvedev. Up the line. Landaluce backhand. Again to the forehand of Medvedev. Cross court. Into the forehand of Landaluce. Medvedev backhand. Again to the forehand of Landaluce. Now Medvedev in trouble with a slice. Landaluce comes to the net. Medvedev can't get it. Landaluce holds. That's a huge hold. And he just looks at his coach and shakes his fist. Okay. 4 games all. 2 hours played. It's been a quick match. Not over yet. 2 all. So 4 all. 2 hours played. 4 all. 2 hours. 4 games. All. There we go. Back to Medvedev. Back to Medvedev. As a return goes out by Landaluce. It's 15-love. All this effort to be sacrificed to a gladiator Sinner style. Oh, wow, you're going to ruin everything. You're going to ruin this match, right? Telling us who they play? Come on now. Not even I'm doing that. Not anymore. Let's just enjoy this match. Who gives a shit about Sinner? For 1 second. There's a bit of let from Medvedev. Let's pretend like this is the final. All right, 15-love. Serving to the back into Landaluce. Back into Medvedev. Again, the back into Landaluce. It's Medvedev with a slice. Goes wide, and it's 15-all. Serve. Into the back of Landaluce. Medvedev gets it back to the back end of Landaluce. Up the line of the front of Medvedev. Landaluce. Cross-court backhand. Medvedev gets it. Landaluce backhand up the middle. Into the front of Medvedev. Landaluce. Forehand again. To the front of Medi. Landaluce. Drop shot. Medi's going to get there. And Landaluce pass. Medvedev volleys, but it's wide. Oh, and Landaluce went straight to Medi and says sorry. Landaluce's like, I'm sorry. I mean, look, who can blame him for going down the middle? Medi's got a big wingspan. Go down the middle, go at the body. Medi can't hit a volley like this. Landaluce's like, I'm sorry, but you were standing right there. Yeah, nothing. I mean, yeah. That was exactly what Landaluce should have done. That was the smart shot, and he won the point. 15-30. Return goes to the back of Medvedev. Back a forehand from Landaluce into the forehand of Medvedev. Landaluce forehand of the stretch. Medvedev up the line. There's now Landaluce backhand to the back of Medvedev. Into the back of Landaluce again to the forehand of Medi. Landaluce again to the forehand of Medvedev. There's Landaluce forehand again to the forehand of Medvedev. Into that Landaluce backhand. Medi backhand goes into the backhand of Landaluce. Drop shot again, but this one's in the net. He's going to the drop shot a lot. And Medvedev, starting to read it, but he is going for the drop shot a lot. And Medvedev looks stuffed. 30-all. 30-all. Huge point. It's a huge point. I'll tell you, Medi would give up his prize money for an ace. He serves. Into the back of Landaluce. Return goes in. Medvedev gets it. As Landaluce forehand to the back of Medi. Into the forehand of Landaluce. Medvedev keeping it deep. As with a forehand from Landaluce on the stretch. Medvedev up the line. Landaluce digs it out with the backhand. Medi gets it back. As Landaluce's backhand goes in the forehand of Medvedev. Deep into the back of Landaluce. Medvedev backhand again. As they go backhand to backhand, Medvedev's in trouble. Landaluce hits a slice. Medvedev up the line. Now Landaluce's in trouble with a slice. It goes long. Medi 40-30. Crazy rallies. 40-30. 40-30. Medvedev to keep the lead. No scores in chat, please. Thank you. 40-30. Yeah, they are working for this. Even though it's only been 2 hours, like this final set, they are putting in the work. Great serve, Medvedev. Landaluce Medvedev gets to stay in front. Landaluce's got to serve to stay in it. All right. Medvedev takes that lead, 5-4. Cam loves this kind of ending. Oh, yeah. Yeah, it's so, like, the last few games have just been, like, so intense. It's different when you get to 3-0 and it's like 40 love, 15-40, 40, whatever it is. But it's like the last few games have just been just an absolute slog, right? It's just been a wrestle, right? Now Landaluce is going to serve to stay in this match. And the last time he served, he's faced break points. So these are going to be match points if he faces them now. So he's got to get the first few points and not get to that moment. By the way, don't forget to sub if you haven't already. Don't forget to sub if you haven't already. We've still got another match after this. All right. The poor ladies are waiting. Yeah, it's almost 10. It's 9:30. Tell you, it might be a late finish again. All right. Is there a roof? No. All right, here we go. Landaluce is going to serve to stay in the match now. Here we go. Landaluce. Landaluce serves. Serves a fault. Second serve. Cam's cooked. Bro, do I look cooked? 5-4. Don't use the T word. Return. Into the back of Landaluce. Medvedev. And to the back of Landaluce. Medvedev runs backwards from the net because he's allergic. 4-4 rally now as we get a backhand from Landaluce. Medvedev. Again to the back of Landaluce. Medvedev. Again to the forehand of Landaluce. Now Medvedev's forehand goes cross court. Landaluce on the stretch gets it. Medvedev. Up the line. Landaluce gets it back. Medvedev forehand cross court. Landaluce gets that back. Medvedev goes up the line again, and he wants to come to the net, Medvedev. No, he doesn't. He runs backwards. Lob goes up by Landaluce. Bounce smash Medvedev in the net. He wanted to come to the net. He's like, and then he ran backwards. And he lost the point. Cam, you got white hairs. Cool. Appreciate it. Thanks for observing my face so... Why are you putting this on 4K? That's crazy. Forehand return. Goes in the forehand of Landaluce. Up goes a lob by Medvedev. Landaluce is going to let it bounce. Goes long. 30 love. What, you got me on like a TV? Like, what the hell? 30 love. You stand like this to your like 70-inch TV? Yep. Yep. 30 love. Serve. Who do I want to win? I don't know. Swiatek. As the return goes into the forehand slice of Landaluce, Medvedev comes in with a backhand drive volley, but Landaluce gets it back. Medvedev forehand, he retreats. Oh no. Forehand now from Medvedev. Again, the forehand of Landaluce. Medvedev forehand goes again to the forehand of Landaluce, sliced. Medvedev, backhand up the line is a winner. Smart shot by Medi, 30-15. He had Landaluce going the wrong way. All right. 30-15. Landaluce serves again. Return goes in from Medvedev. Landaluce backing up the line. Medi gets it back. Into the forehand of Landaluce. Medvedev backhand again. To the backhand of Landaluce is Medi. Cross-court forehand. Landaluce gets that with his forehand. They go forehand to forehand for a bit. Landaluce again to the forehand of Medi. He goes up the line for a winner. It's 30-all. 2 points away, Medvedev, from a semi-final. 30-all. Landaluce needs serves. I'm not going to say what he hasn't done lately because then I will get accused of jinxing if he does it. But if you know, you know. 30-all. First serve. It's a fault. Second serve. Second serve. Oh, God damn it. Why did he double fault? Why did he double fault? Why did he double fault? Why did he double fault right now? Why did he do that? Why did he do that? Why the hell did he do that? Why did he have to do that? Why did he do that? Why did he do that? All right, 30-40. Medvedev's got a match point. I'm a wizard. Serve down the tee, the back for Medi. Medi hits it wide. We get the deuce. Match point saved. Match point saved. This is my punishment. Deuce. Serve. Into the forehand of Medvedev. Return goes into the forehand of Landaluce. Out the line wide. Medvedev's got another match point. Advantage Medvedev. Match point number 2. Match point Medi. Landaluce serves. A fault. Second serve. Into the back of Medvedev. Return goes into the forehand of Landaluce. Medvedev. Forehand on the stretch. Landaluce shanks it, but it goes in. Medvedev gets it back with a forehand of his own. Backhand up the line from Landaluce. He comes in there with a volley. Medvedev with a pass. Landaluce with a drop volley winner. And he wants the crowd to get involved. What a way to save another match point. Deuce. I thought Medi did enough. But Landaluce with a great volley. Woo. Okay. That was gutsy. That was so gutsy. I mean, that was Alcaraz-esque. Like, that's Carlos shit. He's got the shots of Alcaraz and the demeanor of Sinner. And blonde hair. Deuce. Serve it to the forehand of Medvedev. Return around the net. Oh, landed in! He's done it again! On the forehand this time, he's gone around the net. Wow. Jeez, crazy Medvedev. Crazy Medvedev. Match point number 3. I'll tell you, this final set has been ridiculous. I mean, just look at me. I'm wearing a hat. Advantage Medvedev. Match point number 3. Serve is a fault. Second serve. Second serve. Into the forehand of Medvedev. Return goes into the forehand of Landaluce. As Medvedev forehand again to the forehand of Landaluce. Medvedev backhand on the stretch. Landaluce with a drop shot. Medvedev gets it. And Landaluce volleys it away. We're back to deuce. Landaluce is smiling. He saved 2 match points with 2 ridiculous volleys. What a like he just lunges out wide. Wow. Great volley. 8-minute game. Deuce. Landaluce serves again. Slice Medvedev. Goes out. Free point. That was the shortest shortest point we've had for a while. I feel like we're getting point of the year every other second point. And it's advantage Landaluce just a level. Not even to do anything special, just to get to 5-0. That's it. Who are the ladies in his coach's box? Are they relatives or partners? Partner, probably one. Probably not multiples. Backhand goes out. Landaluce survives. And it's 5-0. I'm not a wizard. See, I told you, chat. There's no such thing as curses. What are you talking about? All right. 5-5. 5 games all. Medvedev's had 3 match points. First serve's a fault by Medi. Second serve. Landaluce with 2 amazing volleys to save them too. As the return goes to forehand Landaluce. Forehand of Medvedev. Landaluce. Forehand again. To the forehand of Medvedev. Landaluce slice on the stretch. Medvedev backhand. Into the backhand of Landaluce. Medvedev backhand again. To the backhand of Landaluce. Medi forehand. Cross court. Landaluce gets it. Medi forehand up the line. To the backhand of Landaluce. Medvedev forehand of the stretch. Goes long. Love 15. Love 15. Some crazy rallies. Love 15. First serve's a fault. Second serve. The return goes short. Medvedev pass. Medvedev forehand. Passing shot from Landaluce. Medvedev with a smash now. Oh, it goes in! And Landaluce laughs. He's like, yeah, you got that in. Good one. Good joke. 15-0. 15-0. That was a tough smash. And Medi almost hit it out. Return goes in. The forehand of Medvedev. Forehand now from Landaluce. As Medvedev forehand inside out. Landaluce gets it with a slice. Medvedev. Drive volley. Okay, that worked. 30-15. Why doesn't he just do that a little bit more? 30, because it's not easy. 30-15. It's a tough shot. By the way, chat, we're almost at 600 likes. Appreciate that. We've got a match after this, believe it or not. All right, 30-15. First serve's a fault. Second serve. Into the forehand of Landaluce. Medvedev forehand. As Landaluce puts it away. 30-0. Medi in trouble. 30-0. As Medvedev serves again. A fault. Second serve. As the return goes in the back end of Medvedev, up the line to the forehand of Landaluce. Medvedev forehand again to the forehand of Landaluce. Medvedev up the line off the tape. It doesn't go in. Doesn't go over. Break point Landaluce. 30-40. Landaluce's won 5 or 6 break points as well. He's made the most of it. Medvedev serve. As Landaluce returns, Medvedev up the line. It goes in. Oh, and Landaluce goes wide. Medi survives. That was this close to missing. Hit the line. 15-0. 5-0. 15-0. 5-0. Deuce. Serving to the forehand of Landaluce. Medvedev goes into the corner. As Landaluce defends and shanks it on the forehand wide, and it's advantage Medvedev. My ATP fantasy team is Tennis Talk. And we're doing all right. Advantage Medvedev. First serve's a fault. Second serve. Serve to the backhand of Landaluce. Medvedev up the line. Landaluce gets it back. Medvedev. Forehand again to the backhand of Landaluce. Medvedev. Cross-court forehand. Winner. All right. Medvedev stays in front. It's 6-5. Landaluce is going to serve to stay in the match again. He's already saved 3 match points. What a finale, chat. What a finale to this match. It has been wild. All right. And then we've got the women's semi-final. 2 are coming up next. All right. I definitely want Medvedev to win. Swiatek is going to finish at midnight. Match of the tournament? Maybe. There's been a lot of those, though. Swiatek is, definitely going to finish late. What is Medvedev winning? What if Medvedev wins and beats Sinner and becomes the one to beat Alcaraz? That would be insane. Landaluce winning, okay. Don't think Medi on clay can compete with Sinner. Who cares? Let's just enjoy this match for now. Who cares what the semi-finals bring? Let's just enjoy this. This match was really a surprise. I expected Medvedev to win easily. Am I enjoying Rome so far? It's been all right. It's been pretty good. Swiatek will be done in 40 minutes. I mean, that could be true too. All right. Landaluce serving to stay in the match for a second time. He's already saved 3 match points. If you're just joining us, Medvedev got absolutely mauled in the first set. Second set, he went up a break, gave it back, rain delay. He then got to 3-all and then broke, gave it back, and then broke to win the set 6-4. And this final set has been a slog. Both guys are just so stubborn. There have been breaks in this final set, but both guys have not... no one's really gotten a runaway with this. Medi's had match points, though. 3 of them. Landaluce serves. Into the backhand of Medvedev. Return the forehand to Landaluce. Medvedev backhand. As Landaluce goes to the middle into the nets. Love 15. Robin.
We appreciate you for your grade A commentary.
I appreciate the $2. Thank you, Robin, and the nice words. Love 15. Landaluce serves. Dead quiet in the stadium. First serve's a fault. Second serve. Double fault. Double fault. Brutal. Love 30. Landaluce serves again. Into the forehand of Medvedev. Return goes in. Landaluce drop shot. Medvedev's going to get there and put it away. Landaluce couldn't volley that time. And Medvedev's got match points. 3 in a row this time. I'll tell you, and the crowd's just gone quiet. They're stunned. Match points, Medvedev. I think they were holding their breath for a grand finale, but Medvedev said, no. We don't need that. Serve. There's a fault. Second serve. Second serve, the backhand of Medvedev. Forehand out from Landaluce. Goes wide! Medvedev gets it done somehow. He somehow wins. He's going to play Sinner tomorrow. Landaluce put on a hell of a fight. I think Medvedev's... they're having a bit of a chat. I think Landaluce maybe got confused with what Medvedev was saying and doing in hand motions, but they're all good. Medi's like, no, I wasn't doing... I think Landaluce also was like apologizing for saying sorry for hitting the ball straight at you as well. And Medi's like, whatever. Don't worry about it. What a win for Medvedev. Jeez. What a match. What a match. I'll tell you, even though Landaluce, add him to the list, right? We add him to the list of young guys that are super dangerous. But, God, Medvedev still got it, though. I mean, just when you think Medi's like, oh, everyone's figured out how to play him and, he's not got any chance, and he makes a semi of Rome. He beats Alcaraz, right? I mean, like, Medi's still got it. He's still there, and his game still works. Even though he does have his limitations. Volleys are not a good thing. He doesn't play the new generation style, but he can still win.
So much funds from Thailand.
Hey, thank you, Jin, for the donation. Appreciate that. But great effort from Medvedev. And he's into the semis of Rome again. Now he's going to play Sinner tomorrow. I mean, look, we're not expecting anything crazy like that. But great to see Medi having a good season again. He's back to back to top 10 Medi. All right, now. We have the final match of the day. It's a semi-final between Svitolina and Swiatek. To see who plays golf in the final, jump on over, and we'll be back in about 5 minutes. But what a win. Elaine!
Epic commentary for an epic match. Thank you, Cam.
Hey, thank you, Elaine, for the $4. Appreciate that. But Medvedev fights back from the death. Joshua.
Sinner v. Medvedev tomorrow. Will Sinner get number 33?
We'll find out that tomorrow. If it doesn't rain. 1-6, 6-4, 7-5. Medvedev gets the win. He beats one of the kids. He beats one of the young guys, and it's Landaluce this time. He holds on. He looked like he was going down the straights. We didn't think Medi was coming back from the dead like that, but he did well, Medi. He clutched it out, and he is into the semis. He's going to play Sinner tomorrow. Let's see who's going to play the final against Gauff.